What's up, family? Are you guys ready for this bumpy ride? We will be seeing a 70% correction shortly. And with Gold Telegraph, they said breaking news, the International Monetary Fund is warning that the global inflationary shock will lead to lower economic growth this year and next year as well, saying that the world faced a clear and present danger from high inflation for the first time in many years. We will be projecting a further downgrade in global growth for both 2022 and 2023. Now, family, if you guys been holding on to digital currencies, again, like what they say, Bitcoin is a anti-hedge, inflation hedge, okay? So you guys have to understand that the regulation is starting. Joe Biden already did his executive order on cryptocurrencies. Now with the CEO of Sarson Funds, he says, I think it's hugely positive because it takes the conversation from will crypto assets be normalized to how they will be normalized, all right? And he's a crypto asset manager and education service. It removes all doubt that crypto assets will be normalized, and it even gives a timeline for doing so. 180 days. In the next 180 days, we'll have a framework for crypto normalization, even though the whole Ukraine war and everything that's going on. You know, you have to know where you put your money into. This is crucial times. Even people in the stock market, they are going to start pulling out because the economy is going to crash. All right, inflation is getting a lot more worse. Even though everything is going horribly with, the war and everything around the world. But it's not stopping these major institutions from seeking cryptocurrency. BlackRock's newest investment paves the way for digital assets on Wall Street. Even though everything is going crazy, you have to keep your head above water. You have your investments, keep it there. I'm not a financial advisor, but if you just invested your money and you left it there, whereas you're not going to need it, let it sit there. We're going to see a correction, but after this correction, how things always go, it will shoot up a lot more higher. Again, with the whole COVID-19 situation in 2020, everything was dirt cheap. Everything. So you have to remember those prices. We are definitely going to soar after this correction. You see, the correction that we had in December and January of this year, it was so much blood in the markets. It was times where you were able to buy Dogelon Mars, at like the low 400s. And that was a steal. So expect us to go back to those numbers, but it's not going to stay there too long. But like what I was saying in the beginning, how we are going to see a 70% correction, and also due to the Ukraine war, as in stated in Gold Telegraph. This is what Mr. said. He wrote in his annual letter to shareholders, published in late March, that havoc caused by Russia's invasion of Ukraine could accelerate the adoption of digital currencies. Many interpreted it as a sign that the financial behemoth is finally warming up to crypto. Again, I'm going to read that one more time. Russia's invasions of Ukraine could accelerate the adoption of digital currencies. Many interpret it as a sign that the financial behemoth is finally warming up to cryptocurrency, family. Family, know what you hold. Just know, I say by the end of this year or maybe next year, the position that are in right now, you will not be in that position no more. You will be in a definitely better situation, a better position. So in your lively days of what you guys do, continue on doing what you're doing, your daily lives. As long as you have a certain amount of digital currencies that you are able to afford. This is the key term, HODL, holding on to dear life. But I wanted to play this clip for you to let you know that we are still early. I know everybody want that right now. They want that right now. Get rich right now. And it's going to come and it's going to happen. But we are so early in this digital age, that you will see in the next 5 years, you've already made millions. You've already made millions, like what I said. So let me play this clip. But before I play this clip, hey man, hit that like button. Let's get this video in the algorithm. If you ain't subscribed, subscribe. And the link down below.
Partner at Block Tower. Mike, it's good to see you. And if Bitcoin is just another tech stock, so to speak, then what's so special about it?
Yeah, so, well, it trades as a tech stock because it's still, I think, achieving its position in a terminal state of value, so a store of value asset. But if my trading hat on, I look at oil and nat gas collapsing off their highs. Fintech is off 40% year to date. The emerging cloud index is down something like 25% year to date. You have Ethereum and Bitcoin down 18 and 14% respectively. So even if you do hold it in the risk part of your portfolio, which I think many people still do hold it squarely in the risk part of their portfolio, you have to be pleased with the relative outperformance relative to right tail risk assets more broadly. I mean, if I put my investor hat on, put my investor hat back on. I mean, we just had a massive Bitcoin conference in Miami, 30,000 people, 30,000 tickets sold, hundreds of thousands of people down here, large corporations, regulators. So if I think about my investor hat, near term, it seems fairly range bound. You want to kind of own the wings. You want to own gamma because we're not sure it's taking direction from the macro market. So you want to be delta hedged in that sense. But I think from an investor standpoint, I think we're still squarely in growth mode. So I think medium to long term, this is still a great area to accumulate. But in the near term, it's going to be pretty choppy.
Delta hedged. I love it. I was going to say that, this is, if we look at Bitcoin as a liquidity proxy, it's going to be facing a tough slog because liquidity is obviously going to further recede in the coming, at least 12 months. Does it matter how much of that is quote unquote priced in? Does it simply become a headwind because there's just less liquidity available to support those prices? What do you think?
Yeah. So listen, we're seeing deleveraging across the board. Rates are hiking. Liquidity is exiting the system. We're seeing that across risk assets. I talk to institutional allocators, traditional allocators all day, every day. The risk asset allocations are subsiding, but where we don't see any meaningful degradation is in the demand for digital assets. And so we still continue to see an onslaught of dollars trying to come into the space. So while the risk asset allocation in the portfolio may be coming in, there's still incremental demand to initiate or re-up positions in digital assets. And I think that's more a function of things that are happening maybe below the Bitcoin surface, where there's an enormous amount of innovation. We have emerging areas, things like real world lending, which is an interesting term because all lending in traditional finance is real world lending. But in crypto, bridging the gap between crypto finance and traditional finance, there's an emerging subset of protocols. You have companies like Maple, which is a protocol originating $250 million of loans a month, and a profitable protocol. I don't think you have most of the new entrants to the NASDAQ are not even profitable companies. And here we have profitable protocols that are starting to emerge and really disrupting traditional financial primitives like the lending market.
As you guys heard in the clip, a lending protocol. Dogelon Mars is a loan currency as well. So think about what's going on. Even though inflation is going to be more horrible than many years ago, even though we're going through this war, cryptocurrency is going to make a change. Everything is a smokescreen right now. Don't let these prices be a smokescreen and have you hesitant of knowing what you hold. Family, we all are going to be millionaires, billionaires, trillionaires in this space, fam. I'm telling you guys gotta stay patient. Stay patient. So I'm gonna go to my profile right quick. I want to something. Some of you may have seen it. Some of you may have not. But Greg Schoen, he says, I wish I had kept my 1,700 Bitcoin at 6 cents instead of selling them at 30 cents. Now that they're $8 a Bitcoin. That was May 11th. May 11th. We're in, what, April 2022? So think about it. Like, Dogelon Mars just came out last year. His birthday is about to be here. We are going to see a massive run. Think about it, family. Even though we are listed on multiple exchanges, it's great that we're listed on Gemini and Crypto.com and so on. What the world is not understanding, the investors are not understanding, is even if we do get listed on Binance and Coinbase, yes, that would be great, but I know that we're going to get listed on those. The thing about it is it's all about the right timing, the right moment. Once all 50 states can use all the exchanges, that's when we are going to see a massive bull run. So when I tell you, when you see these prices and you see Bitcoin prices, yes, it's going to touch what I told you guys, 12.5 million. Once all 50 states are able to use Binance US, Crypto.com, Coinbase, and so on, that's when you really are going to see a major bull run, family. So you guys stay focused, pay attention on what's going on, still do your daily lives of what you do. Because I'm telling you right now, it's going to be that one day, that one night, you say, hey, let me just go look at my portfolio right quick. And when you go check it, you're like, wow, I'm in the 100,000s right now, right? I'm in the multi-millions right now. I'm in the multi-billions right now, even multi-trillions. Family, do not be fooled. It's all about doing your own research, but understanding the economics of what's really going on. All right, family? So once again, hit that like button. Let's get this momentum going. But if you're interested, I'm basically, me and Charlene, we are on Patreon. And we're doing live Q&A sessions with our patrons that's on there. So if you guys are interested and wanting to know a lot more information, not just on Dogelon, I'm giving this out to you guys for free information. But digital currencies, blue chips, that is detailing of, you could buy it at 3 cents. You could buy it at 6 cents. You don't want to lose out on this new innovation that is entering this space. Most of you guys say, yeah, you know, I could do my research. I know what coins I need to look into. Okay, cool. But the path that we are on is unstoppable. Real blue chips. So once again, family, if you guys are interested, hit that link down below. Let's get this video out in the algorithm, and I'll see you again in the next